Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So I'll be showing you how to do a confidence interval for proportions in this video. Uh, one sample proportions. Okay, so there's actually no formula in Excel that you can use, but there is a formula you can use to calculate it yourself. So there is a confidence formula in Excel, but it only works if you have, well, it doesn't work with proportions, I guess is what I'm getting at. So this is the formula you'll have to use. Right. Okay, so to calculate p hat, we'll divide the number of successes by your sample size. For p hat. Now to get the z value that we need, we'll just have to use the norms inverse. Okay, but here's the thing. This is a confidence interval, so this is going to be kind of in the middle. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to find the complement and then divide that by 2. We'll do this, divide that by 2. Okay, so we get a negative z-score, which makes sense because that's on the left side. Okay, now the standard error, that, as you remember from the formula, the standard error is just this part here that's under the square root. So what we'll do is we'll take the square root of this, which we found earlier, times q is 1 minus the p hat. So that little symbol with the little caret over the letter, they say hat. So p hat, q hat. So q hat is 1 minus p hat. So we'll just do a 1 minus this, and we'll divide that by the sample size. Okay, so that is the standard error. Now to get the margin of error, we'll take the standard error and we'll multiply it by the positive of this, and you can round it, it doesn't really matter. Or if you really want to, you can use the absolute value function here. It'll give you the positive value of this. Is our margin of error. Now, just like with the t's, to get the confidence interval, you're going to take the p hat, which for proportions is the mean, and subtract the margin of error. And that's all it really is to it. I mean, it's a lot of steps, but if you got that formula written down somewhere, you can follow it. And as long as you remember how to do each thing, you should be fine. Okay, so remember p hat is the number of successes divided by the sample size. To get this, you'll have to do 1 minus the confidence interval, then divide that by 2 inside of the norms inverse function. The standard error is the square root of your p hat times 1 minus p hat divided by the sample size. Once you have those values, the margin of error is this value, the positive value, times the standard error. So if you don't want to type all this in, you can use the absolute value function to get the positive value for this. And once you have all those values, you just add and subtract your margin of error from your p hat to get your confidence interval. All right, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So thanks for tuning in, and that's it for this video.